From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Preston Smith.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, throw right side, complete to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
With a carry on first down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones.
Rodgers.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Rodgers now to throw on third down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Fourth down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. A carry here for the big tight end. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Working from the gun, Mahomes looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. Mahomes to throw once more.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Complete.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Green Bay.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
24-yard gain.
That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Jones And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts
It's a gain of
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mahomes now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and he
will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones 75 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Forced out to him, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Kirksey, his second sack of the night. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Check 52. Check 24. Check 24. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Being chased out left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right. So after that 4th down stop, Charles, you said it was almost guaranteed points the other way. Indeed, they do cash in, but only 3.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They got the points, but it should have been more. With that type of field position, the setup that they had, I think it was almost a loss for them that they only got 3 instead of pushing across the line for a touchdown.
To throw, it's Mahomes. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Kevin King with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it. Kill, kill, kill. Right.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Mercedes Lewis.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
2-yard line.
Watch the screen. Tight up.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
26.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Check it back. Check it back.
On the the counter. Here's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 26-yard line.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Williams, the ball carrier. Kenny Clark in on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up
from just shy of midfield. Mahomes.
48-yard line.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's good.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch the twist. 51's the mic. Watch the right.
Throwing now is Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
51, Mike 51. Check.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
At their own 13.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
He's brought down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers looking to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Rodgers pass.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw, Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
Kansas City.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Switch. Check 4. Undercrush. I got motion.
To throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. This is Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They run it again with Williams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing on. Hey, let's go. We own them. Yellow.
What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 48.
Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. One overtime. How about two? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. On first down, Williams. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
That catch good for only a couple.
Second and goal.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.